Good day children. In this video we are going to understand what is scientific notation of a number and how to count the number of significant digits. Only this much we will see in this video, what is scientific representation of a number and how to count the number of significant digits in a given number. So children, first of all please remember, if you write a number in a scientific form, then the decimal point should come after the first non-zero digit starting from the left. The decimal point should come after the first non-zero digit starting from the left. So supposedly I have got a number like 0.062. So decimal point should be here because from the left if I see, this is the first non-zero digit. So I should write decimal point over here. So this will be 6. I'll write bigger for you. 0.0062 supposing. So decimal point should come here after the first non-zero digit because this is the first non-zero digit from the left. So decimal point should be shifted by how many places? 1, 2 and 3. So this will be written as 6.2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Minus 3 because I am shifting 3 places forward. Whenever we shift forward, take 10 power negative. Then if I have 0.00789, I know decimal point should come over here. Again 1, 2, 3. So this will be 7.89 into 10 raised to minus 3. If I have a number like 431.130, decimal point should be here. It should go 2 places back. So I will write it as 4.3113 into 10 square because it is shifted backwards. If my number is 52719.32, so decimal place should come after 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will write it as 5.271932 into 10 raised to how many places? 1, 2, 3, 4 into 10 raised to 4. If I have a number like 2.9023, then decimal point is in own place only. It need not be shifted anywhere. It is after the first non-zero digit. So I write it as 2.9023 into 10 raised to 0. 10 raised to something is very important. You have to write 10 raised to 0 because it is scientific notation. So how much to the power of 10, that also needs to be mentioned. So if I am having 32.0134, decimal should come after 3. So this becomes 3.20134 into 10 raised to 1. 1 place I have shifted backward. Then if I have 0.00594, so decimal point should come after 5. So 1, 2, 3. So this becomes 5.94 into 10 raised to minus 3. This way you have to think about the scientific notation. If I am having a number like 2000, so 2000 means decimal is here, 2000.0, decimal is here, I should bring it here. So this will be 2.000 into 10 raised to 3 or simply 2.0 into 10 raised to 3 like this. Don't write it 2, it should be 2.0. Decimal is to be specified after first non-zero digit. So 2 into 10 raised to 3 like this. Even though mathematically they are one and the same thing, but for scientific notation we should mention 2 point how much. Now children, you will observe that this form is very important because you will find that all the constants in physics, gravitational constant, Avogadro's number, Boltzmann's constant, Planck's constant, whatever they are always written in scientific form. Therefore you must be finding why decimal is coming after the first non-zero digit. All the constants are written in the scientific form, decimal coming after the first non-zero digit. So if you have understood what is scientific notation of a number, I go to the next point. See children, now you will have to count the number of significant digits in a given number in physics many times, because calculations involve significant digits, and in physics when you solve numericals you have to take into account significant digits again and again. So let us see how to count the number of significant digits in a given number. You have to note certain rules and I am writing on the board for you. Please note them down. So first rule is, if the number does not contain a decimal point, then count from first non-zero to last non-zero. So this is important. From first non-zero to last non-zero you have to count. If a number does not contain a decimal point, say your number given to us is, examples I am taking up, if the number is 2030, then count from first non-zero to last non-zeros, from here to here. So 1, 2 and 3, so that will be 3. 3 number of significant digits will be there in this number because it does not have a decimal point. So count from first non-zero to last non-zero. If I am having a number like 10100, so from here to here, 1, 2, 3, 3 significant digits in this number. If I am having a number 2000, so this is the first non-zero as well as the last non-zero. So I count from 2 to 2, that means there is only one significant digit in this number. 4, supposing I am having 701000100, so count from first non-zero to last non-zero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will have 7 significant digits. Like this you have to think. If I am having a number like 20, so from first non-zero to last non-zero, this will have only 1. So this is the rule for first non-zero for the number not having a decimal point. Count from first non-zero to last non-zero. Please copy the examples. Please pause and copy. Please pause and copy, children. Now the second rule goes, if the number contains a decimal point, then count from first non-zero to last digit. Now see, I am not saying last non-zero digit. Now it becomes last digit. Understand nicely the difference. If the number contains a decimal point, if it contains a decimal point, then count from first non-zero to last digit, whether 0 or non-zero. Let us look at examples. 0.00673. Count from first non-zero. This is the first non-zero from left up to the last digit. So that is 3. If I am having 0.006730, count from first non-zero up to last digit is this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It will have 4 significant digits. If your number is 5.01010, so count from first non-zero. First should be non-zero. Up to last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be 6. If your number is 50.01230, so from here up to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be 7. If your number is 50.0123, you may think mathematically both the numbers are same. Yes, very true. But from the point of view of accuracy, precision, and significant digits, they are different because this will have how many significant digits starting from first up to last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will have 6 significant digits. So, if your number has got a decimal point, count from first non-zero to last digit. Last digit can be 0 or non-zero, it does not matter. Let me take up more examples. Sixth one, 27.1236. from first to last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will have 6. If I am having 27.12360 from year to year, it will have 7. If I am 27.123600 to start from year to year, it will have 8 digits. Mathematically, all these numbers are equivalent, but again, from accuracy point of view, from precision point of view, from significant digits point of view, they are a bit different. So this is the method of counting the significant digits if there is a decimal point or if there is no decimal point. Then third rule comes. Third rule goes like this. If the number is written in base exponent form, then count significant digits only in the base part. Like example, supposing it is said 1.670 into 10 raised to cube. This is the base, this is the exponent. So we will forget about the exponent, we will count significant digits as per rule number 1 and 2 only in the base part. We will not consider this. So here the number of significant digits will be, it has got a decimal point from first to last, so it is 4. If I have a number like 207 into 10 raised to 4, so there is no decimal point, from first non-zero to last non-zero, that will be 3. If I have a number like 2070 into 10 raised to 3, from first non-zero to last non-zero, that will be 3. If I have 0.6070 into 10 raised to minus 7, from year to year, that will be 3 only. If I am having a number like this, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31, from year to year, 2 significant digits. 6.02 into 10 raised to 24, from year to year, 3. 3.08 into 10 raised to 8, from year to year, that will be 3. Forget about the exponent, children, that is what I am telling you. 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, from year to year, that will be 2. Like this you have to think. Okay? So if there is a number written in the base exponent form, like these are base exponent forms, you don't worry about the exponent portion, only count the number of significant digits in the base region, base portion, as we have been doing according to rule number 1 and 2. So if you are clear with the ideas of counting the number of significant digits, then we have to understand the rules. Okay, I'll give you certain sums for practice, then you can write down their numbers. So I'm writing the answers also, then you can make out. So 2.002, that will be 4. Now you only think how it can happen. I am just writing 2002, that will be 4. 2011.0, that will be 5. 2011, that will be 4. 2011, that will be 4. 2011.0, that will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th, 0.02011, that will be 4. 0.020110, 1, 2, 3, 4, that will be 5. So children, only copy the question, then you write the answer on your own. Don't look at my answers, that will give you practice. 2.02 into 10 raised to 4. So I'm not repeating the answers. I'm just writing 0.202 into 10 cube. That will be okay. 100 into 10 square will be how much? 100.0 into 10 is to 4 how much? 7.0 into 10 cube how much? 7.070 into 10 raised to 3 how much? 7070 into 10 raised to 5 how much? 0.0010 into 10 raised to minus 6 how much? We should get a very good practice. 17.001 into 10 raised to 6, 1000 into 10 raised to 5, so let us see. Here there will be only 1, here there will be 4, here there will be 3, here there will be 4, here there will be 3, here there will be 2, then here only 1, here only 1, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4 and 3. So 25 expressions are given you. So I think that's a good enough practice. Please pause and copy, children. Please pause and copy. Okay, now we have to learn how to round off. Children, you must have done these type of things in your lower classes. If it is there, you cut out this 5, you make it 7.03, and if it is 59.112, then you can write it as 59.11 because this is smaller than 5, and all those things you must have done. You must have rounded off the last digit. So now you have to understand how to round off correctly. There are certain rules which are being followed when you have to round off the last digit. What are the rules? Please understand. First rule is rounding off will take place only for digits after the decimal point. That means if any digit is there which is before the decimal point, that cannot be rounded off. So if you want to round off any digit, it has to be after the decimal point. Then only it can be done, otherwise it cannot be done. Digits before decimal point should not be rounded off. They will never be rounded off. Then second rule is, if the last digit that is to be rounded off is less than 5, then drop it without making changes in the previous digit. Okay, so if you want to round up the last digit, if it is less than 5, say 0, 1, 2 or 3 or 4, then you have to drop it without making any changes to the previous digit. Let us understand the examples. Supposing there is 17.123, so this can be, this 3 is less than 5, I will write it as 17.12. If I am having 5.171, so that can be written as 5.17, 1 will be dropped off. 39.232, that will be 39.23, I'll drop 2. If it is 44.574, so this can be 44.57. So if the digit is less than 5, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, then it can be dropped off without making changes to the previous digit. Then, third rule, if the last digit that is to be rounded off is more than 5, then add 1 to the previous digit and drop the last digit. So if your last digit is more than 5, say 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, then drop it and add 1 to the previous digit. Examples can be 23.136, that will be 23.14, adding 1 to this. 59.147, this will be 59.15. 2.908, this will become 2.91. 37.139, this will become 37.14. So 6, 7, 8, 9, you can see a digit more than 5. So add 1 to the previous digit and drop the last one. Please pause and copy, children. Please pause and copy. We saw that if the last digit is less than 5, then what is to be done? We saw that if the digit is more than 5, then what is to be done? Now, if the digit is 5, the last digit, which is to be rounded off, then what is to be done? Let us see. So, fourth rule, A part. If the last digit is 5 and previous digit is odd, then add 1 to previous digit and drop 5. Whereas 4B rule says if the last digit is 5 and previous digit is even, then drop 5 without making changes to even digit. So if the previous digit is even before 5, then what you have to do, children? You don't have to do anything to that even digit, the previous digit which is even, you have to simply drop 5. Let us take up examples. Supposing my number is 27.135. Now this is odd number, so this will become 27.14. If I am having 91.175, this will become 91.18 because this is odd number. If there is a number like 333.133 I have taken, supposing 5 and 5. So this is odd number, so this becomes 333.16. Then if I have taken 375. So now 1 should be taken up. 19.7815. This is also odd, so this becomes 19.782. So if before 5 the digit is either 3 or 7 or 1 or like this 5 or 1, or it may be like this 88.3495. Add 1 to this will become 88 point. When I add 1 over here, so 349 plus 1, that will become 350. Understand? So the previous digit is odd over here, this is odd, this is odd, this is odd, and this is odd before 5. So add 1 to those and then drop the last digit 5. If the last digit is 5 and previous digit is even, supposing 34.2145, this is an even number, so this becomes 34.214. If I am having 6.0725, this is even, so 6.072. If I am having 91.3724, I have taken 65, so this will be 91.376 because this is even. If I am having a number like 0.0124 is done, 01185, then this will be 0.0118. And if I have got a number like 73.13205, this is even number, this was even number, so this will be 73.130. So like this, if the number preceding 5, the previous digit is even, then we don't do any changes in the even digit, it remains the same, we simply drop 5. So how do we round off the last digit 5? We will have to be very careful whether the previous digit is even or it is odd. Now children, there is a rider in this rule, please listen carefully now. You know that the last digit that was to be rounded off was 5, and after the 5 number there were no more digits. What happens when you want to round up the digit 5 and there are some digits following it? Please see, I am running out this, please pause and copy. Now listen to the rule carefully. If the digit 4C rule, if the digit to be rounded off is 5 with few digits more than equal to 1, non-zero, then add 1 to previous digit even if it is an even digit. Now be very careful about this point, what I am saying. You want to round off 5 and you find there are few digits which are following 5, at least one of them is non-zero. So with few digits rounded off is 5, with few digits non-zero following it. Non-zero following it. Means after 5 there should be few digits, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which are non-zero. At least one should be non-zero. Then you will add 1 to the previous digit even if it is even. In rule number 4b we said that if the digit previous to 5 is even, then you will simply drop 5 and do nothing to the even digit. But remember, in all those cases after 5 there was no digit. But what I am saying in this case, that if the digit to be rounded off is 5 and we find there are few digits following 5 which are non-zero, at least one of them is non-zero, then even if the previous digit is even, we will add 1 to it. So you have to be careful about that, and now we will take up some examples of that to make understand what is happening. See, supposing I am having a number like 2.530501, I am asked to round off up to here. So I have to consider all these digits. So usually what you would do, you would think this is less than 5, so you would drop it. This is also less than 5, you will drop it. Then 5 you will think, before 5 there is even number, so no need to change. You will write an answer as 2.530. This will be a wrong answer, because you want to round off these 3 digits. In these 3 digits there is 5 over here, and there are few digits which are following it which are non-zero. So what you have to do, then you don't go one by one. You see that previous is what? Even. Still you can provide 1 to 0 and then you can round off. So here answer will not be 2.530, answer will be 2.531. Please take care. Because whatever digits to be rounded off, you are asked to round off up to 4 digits. That means you have to get rid of these numbers. So whatever digits are to be rounded off, in those digits 5 is included. So first see that after 5 there are few digits which are non-zero. So even if there is a previous digit even, we will add 1 to it, and we will round off all 3 at one go. Now we will not go one by one. So whenever there is 5 in the digits to be rounded off, be very careful and do like this. We will take up one more example. It is given to me 437.4850.203. Supposing I am asked to round off up to here, up to 5 places. Again, you would think 3 less than 5, drop, 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 drop. Then you would think 5 before it is even, so drop it. So you write answer 437.48. That will be wrong answer, because the digits to be rounded off include 5, and after 5 there are digits which are non-zero. So we'll add 1 to it. So this will become 437.49. Please take care. Your answer won't be 437.48, because 5 is to be rounded off, and therefore you have to see if there is any non-zero digit following 5. Yes, there are. At least one digit is there. So we add 1 to 8 even if there is an even number. Then 0.06501. You have to round off up to, supposing here. So again children, the rounded off digits are these 3. There is 5 over here and there is one digit non-zero. So we write it as 0.07. 619.7650. You want to round off till here. Now these 2 digits are to be rounded off, and after 5 there are all zeros. There are all zeros. So this will be 619.76. Now we won't add 1 to 5 because the digit to be rounded off is 5. It does not have any non-zero digits following it, and therefore it becomes 619.76. Then 0.043650. We want to round off till here. Again these 3 are to be rounded off, and after 5 there are all 0 digits. So we don't add 1 over here. This becomes 0.0436. Understand children, I am giving sufficient examples. Then we have got 0.436501. I have to round off up to here. Now after 5 there are non-zero digits, so this will be 0.437. Then 100.45056. I want to round off up to here. So after 5 there are non-zero digits, so this will be 100.5. Please remember. Then 2018.0411.501 up to here. So now there is odd number before 5. So when there is odd number before 5, I will not worry whether there are digits 0 or non-zero. Whenever there is previous number odd, you add 1 without seeing anything. Trouble arises only when there is an even digit before 5. You have to be careful. But if there is odd number, then you don't have to see whether the numbers following the digit 5, the digits following the digit 5 are 0 or non-zero. So this becomes 2018.0412. Now, even if there would have been 2018.0411,500, still you can see it would have been same number 2018.0412. Then 99.985001 up to here. So there is a non-zero digit following 5. We have to run off these 4. So this becomes 99.99. Please take care, children. Then I have got 99.98500. I want to round off this. Here after 5 all are 0 digits. So this remains 99.98. Because after 5 there are all 0 digits. 7.032537. I want to round off to here. There are non-zero digits following 5. So 7.0333. 7.03250. After 5 all 0 digits. So 7.032. 913.03450002. I want to round off here. So this becomes 913.035. Because non-zero digits are following 5, the 1 gets added over here. Then 913.0345009. I want to round off till here. So again non-zero digits. So this will be 913.035. Like this about the rule of 5 you have to think. 3 rules are there, A, B, C. Please keep them in mind and then only proceed. Please copy all the examples. I have given sufficient examples for the rounding off of 5. Okay. Fine. Then we come back, children. We have seen how to count, how to round off, and all those things you have seen. So this was about in this video. We saw how to count the number of significant digits. We saw what is the scientific notation, and we saw how to round off the digits using the rules of 5 and everything. In the next video, we will see algebra of significant digits. Thank you, children. God bless you.